Today, I have a friend coming over for dinner. Like always, I need a new intro on how to start these videos because I feel like it's always the same. But today we're gonna make two Vietnamese dishes. First one is soup nuôi xương. So it's just like noodles and bone broth, basically. It's just like a Vietnamese version of chicken noodle soup. And then the second thing is we're gonna make banh bò nướng. This Vietnamese like pandan pastry. It's kind of like mochi, but not really. That's what we're doing. And I don't know if I've talked about this yet, but next month I will be in Asia for the month. I will be going to both Japan and Vietnam. And while I'm there, what I want to do is really focus on like my personal style. I think I want to go out there and just kind of like check out a lot of like local Japanese designers, same with Vietnamese designers, and just buy just kind of like a revamp on my wardrobe. I just feel like ever since I moved to New York, I just pushed aside like my personal style, like buying new things, buying new clothes. And one, if I'm out there, it's cheaper. Two, I just feel like I'm ready for something new with like my look and my aesthetic. Like right now I'm trying to grow out this mullet. And then I'm gonna eventually dye it. And I don't know, I feel like I just wanna look more like me. I'm trying new frames out. I bought some circle glasses that I did like, but I kind of wish the frames were a little bit bigger, and the frames were also a little too tight on the sides, so they were hurting my ears a lot if I wore them for a long time. I bought the glasses online, so there wasn't really like a place for me to like go and check and resize and all that stuff, so I'm returning those, buying new ones. And then the second thing, the main reason, not really, like obviously I want to go to Asia just for a vacation, but the main one of the reasons I want to go out there is so that I can go and eat a bunch of food, try a bunch of food, get inspired. Recently, especially living in New York, there's not that big of a Vietnamese community, and because there's not a big Vietnamese community in New York, I want to go back to Vietnam and explore and try and eat a bunch of foods that will hopefully like inspire me to come back and make those type of dishes, share them with my friends, and also hopefully utilize them in my like daily cooking, or like just cook more Vietnamese dishes and just kind of connect with my culture, if that makes sense. Just got back from the grocery store, bought some spare ribs. I'm gonna do a parboil, toss them in the pot, put some water in it, boil it. Yeah, I will toss in some shallots and onions and carrots, but pretty easy. Okay, chopped up all the spare ribs that are in a pot. I'm just gonna layer it with some water, bring it to a boil, skim up all the fat, rinse it, repeat, but this time I'm gonna add the chicken stock I made last week with all of the vegetables, and then we'll just let it simmer for a few hours. But yeah. Okay, bring this to a boil, and then we're just gonna let it cook just a little bit because it's gonna finish cooking with all the aromatics in it, and then I'll season it up. But this dish is actually very easy, very simple. I've never made it personally, but my mom used to make it every like other week. Honestly, it wasn't really like our family's favorite, but it was like a very quick and easy thing for us to do at home. But yeah, easy. The pork is now boiled. I'm gonna pour it out, rinse it, and then toss it back in with the chicken stock, bring that to a boil. And then I'll toss in all the vegetables, let that simmer, and then we'll toss in all the seasonings and all stuff, but we're just gonna leave it in for a while. But easy. Toss in my chicken broth. I'll bring this I'm gonna let this reduce, then I'll toss it back in the pork and then toss in some water. I don't know if I recorded me putting in back in the spare ribs and then I tossed in the shallots and onions. Now I'm just gonna bring this to a boil, then bring it into a simmer. After that, I'll toss in the carrots and daikon, and then after that, I'll just season up. It's been an hour. I put in the daikon and carrots, stirred it all up. Now it's just simmering. I switched shirts because the broth kept splashing onto me, and I was like, oh, my shirt's dirty. And then I put in the daikons and carrots to just for the same thing to happen. I should put on an apron. So that was really pointless for me to. That was a really pointless thing for me to do, to switch shirts and do the same thing. I'm gonna taste the broth now, and then I'm gonna adjust it with fish sauce, MSG, palm sugar, and some lime. Might add in some other aromatics, but let's see. Just like a hefty amount. Like 2 to 3 cubes of rock sugar. Let's see. A lot better.
Let's do it.
My friend Vanessa's here. I don't know if you want to step in frame. So I finished making the soup noi sung. This is from her request. She thought we're gonna make it together. I thought it was gonna be more complicated than it was. So I was like, let me just get it started, and then basically I just finished it. So this is it. I literally just boiled the spare ribs, poured it out, put it back in with my chicken broth, and then I'll let that simmer, like bring that to boil, let it simmer, and then I just toss in all like the vegetables, and then I boiled the noodles, and that's the dish. I was like, I didn't know it was gonna be easy, like that easy. No wonder our parents make it like every week. No wonder.
No wonder.
But now we're gonna make dessert, which is banh bò nướng. Honestly, I can't. I'm stuck in New York for a year.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah. Everything's cooled. We're sifting the eggs. Flour and stuff is sifted on the side. Whoa.
Whoa.
This
Wait,
is...
show the design.
Whoa. Look.
That's called abstract art.
I know.
Once that is done, add in the cool coconut milk that you made earlier, add in the pan extract, then slowly add in your dry ingredients.
Kind of excited.
Yeah, me too.
Whoa, banh bò. Banh bò.
I
don't know if you're ready.
was ready. I was born ready.
Not me. Whoa.
Wow, our Vietnamese mothers would be so proud.
And this on 350 after.
350 for 45 minutes.
Okay, you want to open?
Yeah.
Then we can eat.
Oh yes.
It seems like everything's ready. Just finished cooking.
Chopstick too, maybe?
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay, first attempt at making soup noi sung.
Yes. You should get like some footage from up top too.
See? That's why I'm like, I was like, these cooking videos are literally meant for me. Whoa.
Wow.
Look at that. The Vietnamese food in New York sucks so bad that we have to make it at home.
I know. Beautiful.
Okay, time to eat. Oh, I guess we can try it together on camera.
Yeah. Let's do some with just the
broth?
macaroni. Mm-hmm.
Very homey.
I mean, the flavors are like there for like how I last remember.
I have the Vietnamese mom blood in my veins.
The Vietnamese grandmas, the bayas.
Yeah. Boy, I would be proud.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Dude, you did good.
Well, look at that.
This is you.
Okay, the banh ba. I hope that turns out good.
Not us also going in for
I know. Okay.
Let's do it again. Here we go.
Okay, we'll check back in with the banh ba, but
We're gonna eat
this
this
is
up.
this is solid.
This is really
Yeah.
good.
Whoa.
I think like I give it out of like how I would remember my mom making it. This is like
6.8 out of 10.
6.8. That's your score.
Yeah, I feel like I can do better.
I would say 6. I would say 7. Solid.
I'm fine with that.
Solid.
Okay, we just finished eating, and I think the banh ba is ready. It looks so good.
Okay, brace yourselves.
Yeah.
Brace yourselves. It's like looking like Shrek in a tin can or tin like.
Let me tap on the
Little-
screen. Look at this. Look at this.
It was uglier a little bit earlier.
Yeah, when this was baking, it looks so ugly.
It was like boils everywhere. Like there's boils here, boil here. But it flattened. It's good now.
This is not thick at all.
Hell yeah. Honestly,
It looks kind of like it.
it looks like
It looks
it.
kind of like it.
I think it needs to be airy, more airy inside.
It's like a mochi.
Yeah, it's giving mochi vibes.
Yeah. Not terrible, but not good.
Not terrible, not good.
Okay, this one looks more like banh ba.
It's not bad. I give it a 5. Or 4. 4 or 5. We'll go 4.5.
I can't say. I don't think you can get a 5 because it doesn't have the volume, you know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The texture, right?
Yeah.
On the inside. Let me see.
So I can't justify giving it any higher than
Coconut sugars. This
4
is how I
point.
make one of my favorite snacks. Pandan honey.
Right, because it's supposed to be like this airy texture. Which I'm gonna...
Terrible.
It's like we're eating, you know those homemade like gooey slime that like
Ew,
kids make?
terrible. Gross.
We made that and we're eating it.